CBS47 Action News Jax at noon begins with first alert weather.
Right now, the first alert weather team tracking a weak tropical wave near Cuba, one of many weak waves we'll see during this hurricane season. But first, a system is slowly moving toward our area and is expected to bring some heavy rain, if not now, soon. This is new video of that rain pouring down in St. Augustine Shores, just one of several areas being hit this noon hour. That rain slowly heading north over St. Johns and Duval counties now. Thanks for joining us, everyone, on Action News Jax at noon. I'm Phil Amato.
And I'm Dawn Lopez, and boy, we can hear it on our roof right now. It was coming down fast and furiously. Action News Jax first alert meteorologist Garrett Beatonbaugh is tracking the timing of the downpours right now at noon.
Yeah, we're seeing them already advance with the sea breeze getting started early and advancing off to the west. Here it is on 5 Sweet First Alert Doppler HD. Already seeing right along and east of Interstate 95 here this afternoon. Those showers advancing slowly to the west. Here it is again. You see putting it into motion over the last hour. Blob of rain offshore. Generally going to stay offshore, but we'll watch these heavier downpours continue to develop and slowly move inland here for today. So if you're on the south side of Jacksonville right now, there is that downpour here. We just heard it here at the station. There's Beach Boulevard, Atlantic Boulevard, also some lightning strikes embedded. Deerwood Club by 1204. The Bay Meadows area also impacted right over Nocatee right now, and to the west of 95 there in St. Johns County. You can see all these heavy downpours moving off to the west there. Cypress Point by 1225. Here's a live look on the Action News Jax First Alert Skycam network at St. Augustine, where we're seeing those dark clouds and raindrops on the lens. Temperatures in the mid-80s, though. Those showers and thunderstorms going to continue as we head through the afternoon, and I'll track the tropics, another tropical wave in the Atlantic. That's in the First Alert 7-day forecast.
New at noon, Jacksonville City Council members are wanting to make the Crime and Safety Task Force a permanent program with the city. They say that it comes after months of violent crimes in our local neighborhoods. In the last 15 days, 24 people were shot, 9 of them killed. Action News Jax Elizabeth Pace joins us live right now from Panama Park. Elizabeth, they say that help is on the way for families in these high crime areas.
Take this neighborhood, for example. This is where police say one of 4 shootings happened just this week. Over here, we can see some of the crime scene tape just casually tangled in these trees. Neighbors say this crime has to stop. Tatiana Curtin moved from Jacksonville's north side to the west side because of violent crime.
I can't go outside in the middle of the night like I used to and walk my dog. I'm scared I could get shot. I'm scared that somebody can rob me.
In the past 2 weeks, there were 20 reported shootings and 9 murders. 24 people have been shot. In October, we told you about the city's Crime and Safety Task Force. 44 people would go into the community and establish relationships with neighbors and then find their greatest need. Today in a meeting, city council members say they want to make this a permanent program for the city. But with the rising crime, neighbors are questioning if this program works. What is going to change with this program?
Well, like I say, this was a new program, and they kind of just set the groundwork. And sometimes, you have to take the time.
Councilman Samuel Newby is a co-chair for this task force. He says they're talking about more mentorship and after-school programs. He also recommended reducing staff from 44 to 20 or 25. Funding would channel through agencies like the city's Kids Hope Alliance program and the Boys and Girls Club.
Without money, it really has no teeth. And I say, we can start out with $1 million, and then we can go from there. If we need more, then we can actually allocate for more money.
And just casually walking around this neighborhood, we found another First Coast Crime Stopper sign over here. Newby says their next step to try to get this Crime and Safety Task Force permanently in the city's program, their next step is a special meeting for this. Reporting live in Panama Park, Elizabeth Pace, CBS47 Fox 30, Action News Jax.
This noon, the search is on for the man who stole thousands of dollars worth of medication from a local pharmacy. Police say the man used a sledgehammer to break inside of the Panama pharmacy in the Spring Park area. That burglary caused several patients to go without their medication earlier this week. The owner thinks the suspect was experienced.
I got the feeling maybe it probably wasn't the first time he had done anything like that, because he knew to wear gloves and wear a mask.
Right now, the pharmacy is working to replace that stolen medication. If you know anything about the suspected thief, you're asked to call police.
The city says it's reached an agreement now to create a world-class development at Lot J at TIAA Bank Field. And take a closer look at this rendering. This could soon transform this area into an entertainment hub with places to live, eat, shop, and play. Jacksonville Mayor Lenny Curry says it's a public-private partnership between the city, Jaguars, Iguana Investments, and Cordish companies. Some local families we spoke with say they're not yet sold on this $450 million investment.
Do we have the population? Do we have the tourism to support it? You know, I mean, is it going to be another landing? You know, that's the biggest concern I have.
Mayor Curry says that this still needs approval from the Downtown Investment Authority and City Council. So far, there's no timeline given. Action News Jax anchor John Bachman is sitting down with the mayor to discuss the development this afternoon. Count on his report tonight at 5 on CBS47.
Former Jacksonville City Councilwoman Katrina Brown is requesting to represent herself in an upcoming fraud trial. Action News Jax Ryan Nelson joins us live downtown now. And Ryan, she says she has an issue with her attorney.
And Phil, the former city councilwoman, will go before a judge again today to talk about her decision to represent herself. It's all happening here at the federal courthouse at 1 o'clock. It's just a procedural meeting, but legal experts say it will be interesting to see if the judge tries to dissuade Brown from representing herself. Action News Jax was in federal court yesterday when the judge ordered a closed meeting to talk about Katrina Brown's motion to do so. Brown told the judge she had an issue with her attorneys, and she's had two so far, and wanted to act as her own counsel. Katrina Brown and former councilman Reggie Brown face dozens of federal charges of money laundering, including tax dollars. She and Reggie Brown are set to be tried together next month. Reporting downtown, Ryan Nelson, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
A child is safe with family and 4 people are in jail this noon following a drug bust in Nassau County. On Tuesday, the Nassau County Sheriff's Office shut down a drug house in Yulee. Inside, they found meth, cocaine, and marijuana. A child inside that home was turned over to DCF. The 4 people on your screen are each charged with possession and selling drugs.
The mother accused of recording her daughter licking a tongue depressor and then putting it back in a doctor's office jar is due in court within hours. To the right of your screen, take a look here, is video of what happened in that doctor's office last month. Action News Jax told you when Corey Ward bonded out of jail. During her first court appearance, a judge told her that she was no longer allowed to have contact with the doctor's office or social media.
A long journey for a Clay County deputy may finally be over. Action News Jax told you in October when Deputy Courtney Allstat was diagnosed with breast cancer. During the journey, she went through several treatments and surgeries. But on Wednesday, she revealed some good news.
It's been a long journey, but I'm here to say that I am finally cancer-free. I'm still in awe. Even if you don't have any history of cancer or breast cancer, anything, check yourself. Just do it, you know, because you never know.
Congratulations. Allstat said the community's support played a major part in her recovery.
The Clay County School Police Force will become official this evening. Action News Jax told you in February when the district approved the district police force. The department has a total of 47 members, including the chief, 2 lieutenants, 4 sergeants, and 36 resource officers. The inaugural class will be sworn in tonight at 6.
I wrote the check this morning, put it in the mail, so it's on the way to Nassau County.
Her hometown. And that money will go to some local students to help pay off their lunch debt before the new school year even starts. Carrie Libby grew up in Hilliard, but she's left the area since, I should say, but she still thinks of home, and she says that she heard about the thousands of dollars students owed in unpaid lunch tabs on social media. So she started a GoFundMe that quickly gained attention.
I just want kids to feel lifted up and to start their school year off on a positive note.
So far, Libby has raised about $900. She says she still knows that this is a start, but she hopes that this will help others feel inspired to give too.
Local school districts say the number of unvaccinated students is on the rise. In St. Johns County, 2.5% of kids were unvaccinated last year. In Duval, the number was 1.25%. Misinformation is fueling the anti-vaccination movement. Despite no scientific evidence, the vaccines are linked to conditions such as autism. The latest numbers are out in October. Ware County schools are the first in our area to get back to the classroom. Students return today, and tomorrow it's Camden County's turn. You can find a list of back-to-school dates on actionnewsjax.com.
All right, Mom and Dad, if you're like me and you still have some back-to-school shopping to do, we can all save some money this weekend. Florida's back-to-school sales tax holiday starts on Friday and runs through next Sunday, and the break applies to most regular clothing and school supply items. Full details are online at actionnewsjax.com. Look under the Action button.
All right, Jaguars fans, this weekend you can be part of a football season tradition downtown. This is always fun. This Saturday, the Jax Chambers hosting the painting of the paw prints. Beginning at 7 a.m., dozens of Jaguar paw prints will be painted along Bay Street and around the stadium. Afterward, there will be a party in Parking Lot K. You can find out all the details on how to register on actionnewsjax.com. Your official Jaguar stations are making your Thursday nights during football season a little bit better. Join Action Sports Jax Brent Martineau, the mayor of Saxonville, Calais Campbell, and former Jaguar Jeff Loggeman for Jaguars All Access, now on Thursday nights. You can still catch the crew live at the Mellow Mushroom in Avondale at 7 p.m. or tune in to the show on Fox 30.
And I'm First Alert meteorologist Garrett Beaton. Well, right now tracking heavy downpours on First Alert Doppler HD. Perhaps you're hearing the thunder in Duval County where it's headed this afternoon. And some live looks at these ominous clouds in the Action News Jax First Alert 7-day forecast.
Plus, talk about a close call for a couple caught in a raging river. Next at noon, the one thing police say kept them from going under.
And it's a scam that's on the rise across the nation. Next at noon, what scammers are doing to get your information to file taxes in your name.
What to watch, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back. More and more people are getting hit by a scam that's putting the Capital One data breach back in the spotlight today. New at noon, Action News Jax Bafta Imam explains why these scams are so concerning and what you can do about it.
The Federal Trade Commission says this scam is even bigger than that infamous IRS phone scam. So far this year, there's 73,000 reported complaints. For this scam, callers claim to be part of the Social Security Administration. They may ask you to confirm your Social Security number. The FTC says the imposters may spoof the call to make it look like it's the government on the other line. Then the imposters can use your number to open bank or credit card accounts, even file taxes in your name. This news comes after that massive Capital One breach, which affects more than 100 million Americans and includes Social Security numbers for some accounts. Consumer experts recommend you don't give any personal information like your bank account or Social Security number over the phone. In Washington, Bofta Imam, CBS47 Action News Jax.
Well, it cost the city of Chicago, get this, more than $33,000 to catch an alligator found living in a park lagoon up there. That alligator, of course, now known as Chance the Snapper, and he lives at the alligator farm in St. Augustine. The man who caught the gator was paid $2,500 plus another $2,100 for his travel and lodging. Most of the money was paid to city workers to put up fences in Chicago. New this noon, some Florida drivers are without their cars because of a massive concrete accident. Check this out. This video from Miami. A wet concrete spill covered some cars parked near a construction site on Wednesday. Oh, that's going to be tough to get off, right? If at all. One man was inside of his car when that debris came crashing down. He's okay, but that Mercedes, not so much. Today, OSHA is investigating the accident.
Wow. Local school district is trying to come up with a way to make sure all kids feel included, not left out on the playground. Only Action News Jax can show you the first look at the buddy benches installed at all Clay County elementary schools. So kids who are feeling nervous, lonely, or they're having a bad day, they can sit on one of those benches and others will come and join them. Local leaders say that this goal is to keep them off the bench.
To make sure everybody has a buddy and not much people should be sitting on the buddy bench. I should go ask them to play with me.
And the buddy bench has led to strong friendships at other Florida schools where they've been in place for years.
Nearly 2 years after Hurricane Irma, and the city of Jacksonville and Clay County both are still waiting to be fully reimbursed by FEMA. So far, the organization has approved $1.7 million to Jacksonville to help restore beach dunes, but the city says the storm caused about $72.5 million in damage. FEMA has approved about $2 million for debris removal in Clay County. Clay's total costs from Irma ended up being over $8.6 million.
Now certified Jacksonville's most accurate weather forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
Our First Alert meteorologist Gary Wiedenwald right now. 5-speed First Alert Doppler HD is tracking heavy downpours here across the area. You may be hearing it as you get ready to go out for your lunch commute. If you're along and east of I-95, you're seeing some rain. If you're west of 95 in Duval, you're seeing these clouds heading your way, and they are advancing slowly to the west. This little area of light to moderate rain now over St. Augustine, so some rain there and downpours for you. Also, a lot of thunder and lightning there in the Yulee area to the west of Fernandina Beach in Nassau County. You can see moving off to Hero by 12:30, crossing I-95 as well. The International Airport will have some heavy rain momentarily, moving off to the west at I-95, crossing the Dames Point Bridge down south on I-95. Crossing into St. Johns County, still seeing some heavy rain for the World Golf Village. That will eventually pass into Clay County, crossing the Shands Bridge, and then back down into southern and southwestern portions of St. Johns County, moving into Putnam County over the next little bit. Federal Point by 12:27, this heavy rain. We're taking a live look right now on the Action News Jax First Alert Skycam Network. Look at these downpours, the rain shafts there. Some gusty winds of 20 to 30 miles per hour possible, and also a live look from I-95 and I-295 in southern Duval County, seeing those darkening skies. A live look from Crescent Beach, where on via our Surfline camera, and that is where we just had a 43-mile-per-hour wind report here from this thunderstorm moving through. Now it's beginning to back off. The leading edge of that proved to be a 43-mile-per-hour wind gust there with some heavy rain. That's in southeastern St. Johns County via Surfline.com. But also back to our hour-by-hour forecast. These showers and thunderstorms are going to progress off to the west around 10 to 15 miles per hour, producing locally heavy downpours, mostly cloudy skies, and high temperatures only in the mid to upper 80s as we go through this evening. Now, the evening hours, things will be progressing to the west away from the metro, though a lingering shower is possible. So only about 90 degrees in the metro today. We're in the mid 80s right now. So little development expected, but tropical moisture surging to the north right now up the Florida Peninsula. We are watching in the tropics here Another tropical wave well off to the east. Development is likely over the weekend and into next week here with this system. We'll watch it for you. 96L is what you'll hear it referred to. But the next named storm is Chantal on the 2019 Atlantic hurricane season list. Your Action News Jax First Alert 7-day forecast with your weekend always in view. End of Friday, we'll see more periods of mostly cloudy skies, tropical air mass in place, so tropical downpours, mid to upper 80s. Mid to upper 80s on Saturday. That's going to be kind of the rainier day of the weekend, I believe, here in the hour-by-hour forecast. You can see as we go into the afternoon, we'll see some scattered showers and heavy downpours moving inland with time, and could even see a shower in the morning, too. More dry hours for the end of your weekend on Sunday, but back to the low 90s. You can always get this forecast any time of the day and track the rain and get free lightning alerts by downloading the free Action News Jax First Alert weather app.
A close call for a couple caught in a raging river. Next at noon, the one thing police say kept them from going under. Two people are safe and still alive this noon thanks to some brave officers who saved them from nearly drowning in some rough waters.
Hey, stop, she's under! Stop! Get her!
Man, that's a hairy situation there. This is video from the Des Moines, Iowa Police Department. On Monday, a man and woman were rafting near a dam when they tipped over. Police heard people too calling for help. They say their life jackets are the only things that help them survive. Fortunately, they had them on.
Wow. Now, while you're out and about today, why not check out some monster trucks up close and personal? Trucks will be on display around Jacksonville ahead of the Monster Jam Triple Threat Series. There are several different times and places where you can see them. The monster trucks compete at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena this weekend. And by the way, if you go on our Facebook page, we have some weekend what-to-dos, and we have Gravedigger. Did you know she's a woman? Yeah, the interview on our Facebook page.
You've heard of secondhand smoke. Now there's secondhand drinking. New at 5:30, why women are more likely to feel negative effects from someone else's drinking.
And checking First Alert Doppler HD, those heavy downpours and lightning strikes progressing inland with time with the sea breeze. So at this afternoon, that will move off to the west, but some heavy rain here in the short term.
We got some colors out there this noon hour, don't we? Oh, yeah. Rain. All right, watch for it. Keep dry, everyone. Have a great day.
That's right. Keep the umbrella with you. The Young and the Restless is on next.